everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back with Long Live the Queen. In the last episode, we got her skills up like this, and we have no real good, but we could do weapons, all that. You can see she is quite angry here because her mood is angry, but she's also cheerful, so I'm not sure why it's showing her being angry over cheerful. And she's also lonely. So, depending on which one is dominant is what we get bonuses on. So, I'm not sure which one they're actually choosing to necessarily be the dominant. So, military and weapon. So I imagine angry is the dominant emotion here. So I think let's do weapons and military, because we definitely want to take advantage of these. So I could do swords, do archery, and pole arms. Let's do archery. And then what was it? Military. Be able to move troops faster. Naval strategy, and then strategy. I guess let's do strategy. And do that. You learn how to twist and wax bowstring from a variety of fibers. You study the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons in battle formations. Banion, Duke of Mari, Earl of Serenitis. Okay. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never come back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the country from Imbrumium has gone on for too long. Now is the time to push back. I know there have been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying South Mari. We have plenty of troops, so it shouldn't be that hard to drive them out if we want to make a fight of it. Let's try to negotiate, I guess? There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, where did it come from? It was a gift from the Duke of Sedna. Then have you made arrangements with him? I think he's asking if I'm engaged to the Duke. I'm considering it, or I just like jewelry. Huh. I guess I could consider it. No arrangements yet, but I look upon him fondly. I see. Your happiness is my utmost concern, Your Highness. She's 14. Let's remember that. She's 14. Thank you. Okay. So cheerful is actually my dominant thing. I kind of want it to stay that way. For now. I don't want to be negative cheerful. Why would you do that to me? Plus depressed, plus afraid. Plus lonely, angry. Plus angry minus lonely. I guess let's visit Juliana. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. The world is filled with dangers, and you will need the powers of a lumen to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do to get it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, we might have to take drastic action. I'll wait until I'm older. I'll try to find a way. What drastic action? I'll try to find a way. All right. I'll try to get into the treasury. Okay, so I'm cheerful. I'm excited to see what bonuses I get. Okay. Oh, this stuff is pretty good. That's not good at all. But I could do athletics. Okay, I guess let's switch up a little bit. Maybe do public speaking right there. So we'll stay in there and then we'll go into athletics. Let's do running, probably as the main one. Okay, so let's do public speaking and then athletics, and we'll do running right here. You practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. You practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, no. We will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbors again, without any lives being lost. Surrender province, offer him money, bluff, intimidate, or execute. Oh, I kind of want to execute him. But I guess let's offer him money. That is not acceptable. All the land north of the river belongs to us. We are willing to offer some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you have suffered, but nothing more. I believe we could settle the matter for 8,000 golden lassie. That's an awful lot of money. Should I do it? Let's agree. Very well. Negotiating like this is stressful. Okay, so I'm still pretty cheerful. Still a bit angry. I need to probably be willful again if I want to, or pressured, maybe pressured. Attend court, 1 depressed, 2 yielding. I guess let's do this so we can see what we get in this situation. We'll need to go to the treasury soon. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and it may be important for your future. Okay. So yielding is our most dominant one right now, and there's pressured. Okay. So I was trying to get some of these other ones that we haven't seen yet. I can do faith again. That's actually quite a bonus. And then I can do royal demeanor or history. I'm going to go with royal demeanor though, I think. And we'll decide which one to do. And then I'll go back to faith just because it's such a bonus. Okay, so royal demeanor. Composure, the ability to bear pain, fear, and surprise without flinching. Elegance, the ability to be beautiful and dignified under any circumstances. Or presence, the aura of confidence and command. Maybe presence? I mean, composure would have been good for the snake situation, probably. I guess let's do presence. And then we wanted to do faith. So meditation is finding and maintaining one's own inner peace. Divination, and then lore. I guess let's do lore. You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in a mirror. Young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with. The kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times, magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long ago, the continent of Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king until a rival line of lumens challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly that even now no plant will grow. There are reports that a Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong? I guess we're not far enough in lore. A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Eek! Several disappearances in southern Kilorus are already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So, we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. Oh, great. It only served to depress me. Also, there's a letter for you. Chalarist, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for official visit. Okay, so let's check our mood. Oh, okay, let's see. We're pressured, yielding, not very cheerful anymore. So let's see what we can do. Let's go to the treasury and see what that's about. Okay. You tried to talk your way past the treasury guards, but despite eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. Okay, so that didn't do us any good. And our mood is this. We are now angry, pressured. Okay. So let's check out our skills. We can do weapons and military strategy again. Okay, I guess let's do that. I mean, we could continue in this way right here. Or we could just... It did say we didn't know anything about accounting for the treasury. We do still need to get in there, I suppose. So I guess let's do... We'll do weapons. And we'll continue our archery. And then we'll do economics and do accounting and see if that will help us get into the treasury. You learn to cut, fletch, and tie arrows. You learn about different styles and sizes of bows, long, short, and recurve. You brush up on basic mathematics with the help of an abacus. Ah, Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. She's 14 years old, man. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was so pleased to hear that you accepted my humble offering, a jewel for a jewel, but you are more precious. I hope that is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. I mean, we can accept his offer. We're 14. We can do that. Or we could decline, but it'll probably piss him off. Do we want to piss him off? Let's accept, because we'll get, like, an alliance. I would be honored. Elodie! Your Grace, are you not aware that my daughter has only 14 summers? It's my decision. A betrothal only, of course. There is no need for hurry. You have your coronation to plan for, after all. So creepy. If I might be of service in any way, please send for me. I will be happy to offer my protection or advice. And he does not look happy. He shouldn't be happy. We shouldn't be letting a 14-year-old not yet queen make decisions like this. Okay, let's check our stuff here. Okay. Angry, willful. Okay, so we're all up in the top half here. I could do this, it would get me more stuff. Let's see, where were we here? That would drop me back down that way. I mean, I could do that, and I think that would be... It would drop me here and here. I don't really want the lonely thing. Do I want willful? I guess let's sneak out. We haven't done that yet. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. Okay, so now I am willful. And angry. Okay, let's check our skills. So I could do military and weapons still. I just did accounting. I wonder if I have to be more cheerful for the social things. So I guess let's do weapons still. And then let's do maybe naval strategy. Okay, we'll do weapons and then we'll move back down to this and do naval strategy. You'll learn about caring for your bow, how to store it between uses, string and unstring, and check for damage or wear. You also learn that you should never fire a bow without an arrow on the string. You learn that the sea is not something you hold, it is something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Kevin, Earl of Low? Eo? Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Corisande, the Duchess of Mead. Is she all right? She's unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice, it is. Them devils killed me brother, and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her, they did, when she went to see why he'd not come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier, when he never would. He weren't the only one, neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. This might have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scandals. Put her to work, imprison her, execute her. Ask about her story. Let's put her to work. This woman failed in her goals. She harmed no one. I do not require her life. If she's kept far away from your sister's court, she will no longer be a threat. You're going to forgive her? I'm indenturing her, not pardoning her. She will serve as a heavy laborer in northern Ursel. She should be made an example of. She should be drawn and quartered in a public square. I have spoken. God bless you, miss. I wonder if that was the right choice. Okay, so there we are. And we have to do something. I could be willful and angry more so than I already am. I guess let's do that. You sneak a peek at some of the luckless peasants held here in the dungeons, petty thieves and troublemakers, now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Okay, so my mood is angry and willful. But that should give me some bonuses. More weapons I could do. I guess let's maybe switch to swords, seem we're about halfway through here. And then maybe do logistics. Okay, so we'll switch to swords and do logistics so we get some information on that as well. You take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. You learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crown funding for her project. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with the disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? We are not interested. I wish they'd let me make a choice. Like, I get that she doesn't have the knowledge, but I wish I got to make a choice. I wonder what the show tooltips is. Oh, okay, it just shows it without me having to hover. Where are we? Like, I probably don't want to be super angry or super willful. What is this one? It brings down anger. I don't want to be depressed. Maybe I'll attend court, or maybe I should bring up angry? I guess let's try that and see if we get anything good. You take to the courts for a few games of tennis. Feel the thrill of competition. I am now angry. Okay, so let's see. With that, I can get a bonus on this and still the weapons. So I guess let's continue with that. Okay, let's just go with what we've already got. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets. Build up your muscles and control. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking carefully timed patterns. You study the kind of equipment that soldiers need available, such as bedding, weapons, armor, medicine, bandages, and the tools to repair anything damaged. You study different kinds of transport, animals, wagons, sledges, ships, boats, and boots. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball? There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. Will the Duke of Sedna attend the gala? It is a traditional Novian event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. You suspect your father does not wish to watch you dancing with Talarist. Let's invite him, it's fine. If I'm going to marry him, it's a statement I ought to send. As you wish. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Bryony. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her Uncle Kevin is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. Okay. We apparently had no knowledge that that was her friend's mother when we did that whole trial? Okay. So I probably need to change direction now. And I'd like to maybe do lonely, cheerful, and yielding, I guess. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel better. I'm still angry, though. So we're going to have to knock down the anger. We're getting other stuff, but the anger's still pretty high. I mean, we can continue with what we're doing. It's not that big a deal. It's just, I'd like to get bonuses on other things. We don't have to. And I think we need to probably work on our public speaking again if we want to do the parade. And maybe pole arms right here, because it said something about decorative stuff. So pole arms, ceremonial weapon. And then if we did, what's it? Public speaking. Yeah. You learn about a variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear, to the halberd to the glaive. You practice walking while carrying a long weapon, getting the feel of its size and weight, and learning to maneuver without banging into anything unintentionally. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of the room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. Today is the procession and planting of the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. Let's do it. I will parade and make a speech. Let's see if we've done well enough. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. Okay, so none of that actually. At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hands and call for silence so that you can speak. Unfortunately, all the words you had planned go out of your head when faced with the moment. You manage a few polite sayings about the meaning of the holidays and thank everyone for attending, then turn away, your cheeks red. The procession regroups to return to the castle. Okay, we want to bring down the anger, so let's attend service. You attend services in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. We're still angry, though. Okay. So let's look at the skills. Oh, the swords are pretty good, so I guess let's continue with what we're doing. And I think maybe let's go back into accounting. So let's do the weapons still and then move into accounting. Economics, accounting, because we still need to get into the treasury. You learn the basic stances and grips and positions for staff fighting and how to block and blow without crushing your fingers. You practice standard attacks and sweep with long staff. You have unlocked a new outfit. Yay! You study the manipulation of larger quantities through direct calculations, using written numbers instead of an abacus. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. Gulp. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. We have no elegance or composure. All around you, the rich and powerful pause in the activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Yeah, none of that. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. I believe the next turn is mine. He bows gracefully and offers you his hand, then leans close to whisper a quick question. Do you know how to dance? Nod or shake your head. Let's shake his head. You shake your head slightly, your hair swaying. Watch me, I'll go slowly. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father, especially when the man in front of you is the one you have agreed to marry. His touch is gentle, his every move carefully signaled to be sure that you don't miss a beat. Is this what your marriage will be like? Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food. During a lull of music, Banian, the Duke of Mari, taps an elegant finger against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. If I may have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulties. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lilia, and a fierce sportswoman. She has a few years ahead of you at school, and an absolute terror on the ball fields. No Bryony. She had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing together, the Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange, there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? As the evening grows late, your personal guest draws you aside for a private conversation. You have my most fulsome thanks for the invitation to this event. However, you might wish to spend more time with the scribes before corresponding in writing with other nobles. Okay, he's just calling me out. Some may not appreciate your unique sense of phrasing. Wonderful, I sounded like an idiot. It is always the greatest of pleasures for me to be in your presence. Except he just called me stupid. That may not be the case for all those whom you have invited. Please don't overlook the dangers that may face you from within. A queen, or even a duke, must always be aware of the possibility of intrigue, especially when those who wish to protect you may not always be present. I look forward to the day when we no longer have to part. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay, we're all up this way. I don't know that I really have to change much. I can still bring down my anger a little bit. So we'll attend the services. Okay. I did get a new outfit. So let's look. Boost weapons. Oh, aren't I cute? Okay, we'll wear this outfit. But that is everything for this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!